Hello, Professor and fellow classmates. This is my introduction video for my client who is a 70-year-old male who is taking care of his 88-year-old mother who is a hospice patient with my agency. I am working with the caregiver because he is diagnosed with several different mental illnesses, the first one being bipolar. The second is a major depressive disorder. He has a social anxiety disorder, and he is suffering with chronic fatigue. I put together several interventions. I'm focusing on solution focus therapy, and I have been working with him for a month, and I have approximately 3 sessions left with my client. We are working on his fatigue by incorporating some exercise into his daily activities, which is an incumbent bike where he can sit down on it. The other intervention that we're looking at is for his fatigue. We are trying to focus on his walks to Walmart because he doesn't have a vehicle. He is literally having to mentally prepare himself for the walk because his fatigue gets so difficult that he feels like at times he's just going to pass out. So we're trying to incorporate some of his spirituality into that focus because he is a devout Jehovah Witness by maybe getting some headphones or an iPod and downloading some religious music, which he thoroughly enjoys and it's relaxing for him. So we're incorporating that intervention into our plan of action. And lastly, we are trying to, our agency, our social work team, should I say, is trying to help him with decluttering his home. When I first spoke with this client, he was mentioned he's somewhat of a hoarder, and he has decluttered somewhat, but he really wants to get organized and further declutter his home where he can deal with getting around and taking care of his mother a bit better. So we set up an intervention plan where um, he suggested that he begin with his room. So what we talked about together was maybe taking an hour each day and focusing on his room and moving things out of his room and trying to declutter and then of course reorganizing everything. So that's been our plan. However, there has been a recent update the last couple of days that his mother has had a mild stroke and she was able to get around on her rollator walker, and now she is not. So the hospice agency is now trying to bring out a wheelchair and a bedside commode to help his mother. So this has been sort of a setback for my client. So we will see soon when I visit him again what the outcome is and how much progress he's made thus far. Thank you all for listening, and I look forward to hearing everyone's feedback.